So as this video is going up, it is actually Tuesday the 15th of September 2015, which to any GTA fan who's been watching the Rockstar Newswire over the last couple of weeks or so, or even watching any of my videos, would actually know that this is a big day as the Freemode Events DLC for Grand Theft Auto Online is actually been released. Now as I record this video, I'm still actually downloading the update. That's kind of what you get on about 3.5 download speed. So while I'm actually downloading this, I decided I could make a video on the big patch notes of the best kind of update things about the actual update in the patch, not so much the actual content itself, that have changed GTA Online, or GTA 5 for that matter, that have been probably most requested and that I'm very excited and happy to finally see changed in the game. So, in the video I'll be going through all of these updates. I am sorry that in the background the gameplay is just standard GTA 5 stuff, is not related to this update, but I of course couldn't have any gameplay of the update quite yet. But if you guys do end up enjoying the video, be sure to go and drop a like down below for this amazing update. Now, let's go. In the patch notes, I actually of course list all of the new game modes, all of the big additions, but the ones that I want to talk about the most are little changes, but also some things slightly related to the Rockstar editor, as they are new features within the new feature itself for consoles. So now, the Rockstar editor actually has a few new features, including ambient sound effects. Players can now copy and paste their marker properties. Players can now freeze the time of day in the director mode interaction menu. Actually, that's a really useful thing, being that now PC is the only one with mods. Being on console, this is a really good feature. Players can now take cinematic photos in the editor, another really good feature actually. This is going to completely change cinematics and they're going to look amazing. 10 new fonts have been added to the editor. 4 tracks from Worldwide FM are now available to use in the editor. One-shot sound effects are available in clip edit view. Again, that's a pretty useful thing for these filmmakers. Players can now spawn vehicles from the hangar or marina while in the director mode. That is also really good, because if you don't want to just use standard online or Grand Theft Auto 5, you want to actually use the director mode to be able to play as a certain character. This I can see being really useful. You can have access to all of your helicopters and to your boats and stuff like that. I think that's going to be really cool. And finally, the minimap will now focus on the location selected in the direct mode interaction menu locations list. It's a bit of a mouthful, but as you actually scroll through the locations for quick traveling and teleporting, the map will actually reflect the areas so you can see exactly whereabouts they are. Next, a really great update that I'm happy to see pretty much at it about 2 years after the game is released. You can finally turn off on the minimap and on the even full-sized map. You can turn off the blue job coronas so they don't just completely fill up your entire game map. You can actually see a clear view now and be able to turn those on and off separately from other icons. Additional helicopter and plane spawn locations have been added for Pegasus vehicles. This is really useful. In the last update in Ill-Gotten Gains 2, we actually saw a new spawn location for the Hydra, but this is even better, having things for both helicopters and planes in a few different locations around the map. Next up, for you creators who actually make the jobs, this is really useful. Props can now be stacked on top of each other. Props can now be placed overlapping one another. Props can now be rotated, and finally prop templates can be saved so the user can reuse the prop throughout job creation. This I can see being extremely useful, especially for people who like to do ramp maps for races. This seems like the kind of thing where now building ramps themselves is going to be a lot easier, and you're going to be able to copy and paste your ramps to other locations without having to build them one at a time. But even though now you can merge objects together, I can see this being really useful. As for actual updates and little fixes within the game, there's loads of them, there's hundreds, and you can go and see these on the actual patch notes page, which I'll leave in the description. But these actually fix things like small little bugs like being charged to equip an outfit that you already owned, loads of different things, floating things with the Rockstar editor, but probably the most useful one that's actually come up now is, at least for the PC players, they've actually issued another fix to try to improve frame rate and stuttering, which would sometimes occur, but they say this every update. Sometimes it makes it better, sometimes it makes it worse. We're just going to have to find out. But that is pretty much it for this video. These are the top things within this update that I'm particularly happy for, at least on the actual side of the patch, not so much the DLC. But if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really does help me out as always. Subscribe for more videos on this update coming in the next few hours and in the coming days. Leave a comment down below if maybe you are unable to play this update for now, on what things you'd like me to feature in videos. And finally, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be talking a bit more about this update and other GTA 5 and real life and graphic design stuff. All on my Twitter there, there's a link in the description down below. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.